The ninjas can't stop me. The ninjas can't stop me. Fuck. Did I set it to fucking... Did I not set it to stay on top? No, I didn't. Because I'm stupid. Refresh. Okay, that was my fault because it literally gave me an email right after. Dude, that was my fault. I should have just kept the original stream going because they sent me an email about my copyright stuff, right? And then I looked further into it and it said it disabled my streaming, but if I get rid of the copyright, it will re-enable my stream. I didn't read that, so I ended stream, and then I clicked the same stream again because it said re-enable streaming, and it didn't work, right? So I named it a different title, and then I properly selected the correct stream, and that's why, yeah, that was my fault. I didn't know they re-enable streaming as soon as they stopped detecting copyrighted content. Yeah, probably. Honestly, yeah, put it like in a corner, or I don't know how they get past that on current YouTube. Probably because it's full screen. They knew it was copyrighted content, even though it was uploaded by a non-official user, right? Those are fan channels or whatever. Those are you know what I mean. Those aren't corporate channels. Also, that green bean has a dude on it. Yeah, the user uploaded it. And it's been fine for probably 10 years, but as soon as I stream it, they give me like 5 minutes to get rid of it off my stream, and then they disrupt your stream. Like what? How does that make sense? Clearly the live stream, like, AI is more advanced than the other AI, right? Because, like, what happens if you're streaming like a UFC fight or like Club Penguin cartoon episodes? They need to stop that right away because it loses them actively money, right? It actively loses them money rather than someone uploading a random clip. Right, so they'd rather take care of the live streams versus the re-uploaded stuff. I hope those videos don't get taken down now. Right. The AI just goes to work, takes down both of those videos. I'd cry. Yeah, the green bean pooped out a guy, I guess. Come on, Eduardo. Does this mean I can't stream the new Drake Anita Max Win album? No album launch party? Fuck. I'm gonna get demonetized on my personal YouTube channel. Yeah. You mean I can't just sit there with my webcam in the corner while I eat my Parmesan chicken for 30 minutes and farm donos and resubs? This world is coming to an end. I can't live in this world anymore if I can't do that. I can't just watch Family Guy clips for 5 hours and call it a hard work day. I hate this. I hate the YouTube corporation. Nah, bro, it's work. What are you talking about? Dude, my party is swole as fuck right now. What are these idols? I don't know what these idols are. Yeah, so what are these idols? Are they weapons? Oh, they're tools? Oh, shit. These permanently raise your stats? The idols raise your stats? So Edward's at 80. What's he at now? Holy f- it went up. It went up by 3. Yo! We're literally at the final boss fight. Like, literally at the roof is where the boss fight is of this. So if it's gonna be the boss fight, I'm gonna, like, just... I don't know what we're gonna do. I want to fight the gargoyles before I fight Elaine. And I need to grind to level, like, 60 or 70 to fight the gargoyles. Oh, no, dude. Are we fighting the boss right now? Should I beat the game and then reload my save state? Don't tell me this is the final boss right at disc 4. Dude, she won't... What's happening? Do I have to drop down? Good. She won't climb up. Am I stupid? Oh, there we go. I was literally facing that way. Huh? Dude, I'm gonna cry if this is literally the final boss fight. I just started disc 4. Technically, to get the best ending, you just lose. So, I'm probably just gonna do that. Hiya! Hiya! Hey, yo. I'll just spam Fortify Vitality on Edward, I guess. I don't know. I was gonna say, he did the Leon roundhouse. Dude, he is Leon. He is him. Okay, magic don't work. Yeah, the copyright ninjas got me, Marquise. I had to boot up another stream. The international office. Holy fuck, when did Edward take that much damage? Steve is him. Yeah, take that. Okay, I was gonna say, Flair's gotta work on this guy. These enemies give you a lot of level ups. Let's just spam that. When did Gibdos? Yeah. In Legend of Zelda. Yeah, these guys give out a lot of XP. It's my drawing mannequin. Oh yeah, by the way, the Elaine boss fight is a 3-phase fight where you have to beat her 3 separate times. So this is the insta-kill right here. This is the insta-kill. If you don't have the pendant, you just die instantly, and you have to start the game all over again, by the way. Or you just you reload your save state. Damn, she's got jiggle physics, what the fuck? Yeah, this is an insta-kill if you don't have a pendant right there. And you just reload your save state. Or reload your save and go get the pendant. Jesus Christ. What the heck? The jiggle physics go brazy. I want to fight her. Metroid crawl. Yeah, that's a Samus. She's a little under the weather. Nah, bro, that's not Samus. That's Metroid, because her name's Metroid, not Samus. Is this really? This can't be the final bot. Do I? Is this like? Ooh, look, dude, listen to the music. Finally, a new track. Yo, my man went hard on the track. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna punch the shit out of you. Okay, it missed. Palworld Rule 34 is a crazy sentence. I agree. Dude, the music. Oh my gosh. I should be shooting. Yo, why does she do that? Why did she do that? Yo, why she walk like that? You know, I respect it, dog. I respect it. You guys are just saying stupid shit now. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Let's give him the life drinker. What are you guys talking about? Like, did the horny demon just come out because the jiggle physics? I can cast Reflect for Edward, but I don't want to. Why is she twerking like that? You see that? Okay, clearly weapons are not going to work on her. So I'm pretty sure this is the first phase of the boss fight. You have to, I think you fight her 3 separate times. You fight her twice and then she goes to the roof. And then that's when you actually fight her, maybe? Or is it when you get to the roof you have to fight her 3 separate times? I don't remember. Is she done? No? That's Elaine. That's Elaine, bro. That's the wife of Patrick, the girl he resurrected, that has no soul. Not gonna lie, Edward got cooked. Koudelka. I can explain the plot to you. Yeah, we spoke to her spirit, telling her to... They told the protagonist to kill her. Dude, Listel don't do shit. The plot is Koudelka was summoned here by Elaine's spirit. Edward was summoned here because he likes adventure, and James was summoned here because he was on a secret mission from the Vatican to restore the stolen documents. We find out that that Elaine died, some thieves killed her, and that Patrick was trying to resurrect Elaine. James knows Elaine because he loved Elaine, but he was poor in status and in money, so he couldn't care for her, so he let Patrick marry her. James became a bishop, or like a priest, and then worked his way up to the Vatican, collecting treasures. Koudelka is she's Romanese, or whatever, what do you call it? She's a gypsy. If that's not, I don't mean it as a slur. She's a gypsy. And she can like feel people's powers, and so she felt Elaine calling to her. And so the monsters in the monastery. So after they resurrected her, they used the druid's way of resurrection, so she became the tree of life. But he resurrected her as just a body and not the soul, because the druids didn't figure out how the soul was. So now we be fighting plants and shit. And so now we're fighting Elaine's like soulless body. Does that make sense? Also, the couple at the beginning of the game was the ones who took care of Elaine. And they died. They killed themselves. They were killing every single thief and intruder in the monastery because the previous thieves killed Elaine. Not Edward. Patrick was so distraught over the murder, he tries to resurrect her body. Basically, the events of the game only happen because Elaine got killed, Patrick is grieving, and then Patrick wanted to resurrect her using the druid technique, which gave her a body, but not a soul. After she grew into the tree of life, she started infecting the monastery. Koudelka's there because of Elaine spirit calling her, and James is only there because he loved Elaine but couldn't wed her, and became a Vatican priest to get rid of the pain, and to try to up his status. I can cast this on myself, but I don't want to. Let's see if this works. Oh, wow, it did work. What the fuck? Don't tell me it's one of those fights. The magic healed her. Don't tell me it's one of these fights where I have to wait for certain animations to use magic on her. The last boss I fought before this one, you had this... If the boss was calm in its animations, you could attack him using magic. But if he was moving erratically, you couldn't use magic on him. So this boss fight seems to be using the same gimmick, I think. Let's see if her animations change. The music is amazing. Or maybe only physical attacks work on her? Let's see if I missed this one. No. Edward might have to carry this, not gonna lie. I mean, I can give Koudelka and James weaponry, but I don't think it's gonna help. Edward's the only one that can get up close. Edward's the only one. She has to have at least like 10k HP or something. Let's see if, what does James have? He has a shotgun, right? Zero damage. Is it because I'm far away? Is this her plan? I mean, they can just heal themselves, it's whatever. Her animations are changing. Let's give him the rifle. Koudelka, shoot her. Yeah, okay. It didn't work like that with the other boss, but maybe you're right. I don't think so. Because if an element doesn't work, then it just misses. I don't have Sandcoth. I don't know how to get Sandcoth. So I'm just gonna spam Life Drinker on her. The boss fight before this one, at the end of the last stream, she could only use magic if he was calm moving. If you used any other magic when he was moving erratically, it would heal him. But this one, she just heals regardless, and her animations don't move. And I can't have Edward or James or Koudelka, I mean, not Edward, to move up. Their weapons don't do anything. I think I'm just gonna just keep spamming heal, I think. No, you don't... It's not on this fight that you lose. You're supposed to lose the final fight, and then you get the good ending. Or you get the best ending. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to the final fight and lose. I know Life Trigger doesn't do enough damage output, but it's not like I can do anything. I'll switch weapons around and see. I'll try healing, but that's gonna be risky. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna keep hitting her. If I heal her with Koudelka, she's gonna heal 7k damage back, which is like 3 of my turns. I'm just gonna keep spamming Edward, I guess. Bro. Let's try Earth. Well, we're just gonna do a little bit of testing. I don't have Sandclaw. I can't. I have to reload my save. I have to reload my save state. I think. Oh no, Earth works. What the fuck? Wait, no, wait. No, hold on. What animation was she doing? Is it only when her head's moving? Let's see. Let's look at her animation. So she's moving her head. Go, Koudelka, go. Earth is working. I'm gonna pay attention to her head, see if it's not moving anymore like that, right? So let's... No, it is. Never mind. Maybe she's just weak to Earth. I don't know. So I'm not gonna... Should I attack her now then? He was level 60. Let's heal up Koudelka. I'm only gonna hit her when her head's erratically moving. I don't know. I'd have to look up like a walkthrough or whatever to see what's the true. I had to look up a walkthrough on the last boss. And that's how I knew that you had to attack him when his animations were calm. Please work. Okay. Maybe just Earth just works all the time. I don't need to heal Edward because he's got the life drinker. Wow. What? It was doing 2k damage before? She's not moving. I'm gonna... I don't know. If I'm gonna cast Earth, I'm gonna cast it with James, because James has lower damage, so it doesn't heal her for like fucking 5k. Oh, she's going crazy. Let's heal Edward. I thought Edward would heal back his stuff. Oh no, wait, no. Okay, good. And then James heals Edward. I swear to God, if I attack her when she's not like doing her bullshit and it heals her, I'm gonna cry. Earth must be her weakness. Like, I feel like Flare would make more sense because she's a plant-based creature. Wait, I have a Earth Axe. I have this. I know it's like a beginning weapon, but maybe hopefully it does damage. Okay, look. Okay. She's not moving. Let's attack her, see what happens. I'm gonna cry if she heals. I'm gonna cry. Okay. So Earth is the go-to, I guess. Oh no, I got her. Looks like she had the same amount of HP as her first encounter. But Flare was working on the first encounter, I think, right? If I remember correctly. I think this is the final boss right here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the best ending is dying. The bad ending is when you don't have the pendant, and the normal ending is when you win with the pendant. So I'm gonna just die, I guess. And then I'll go through the rest of the endings. The only reason that winning is bad is like the normal ending is because it doesn't lead into the other games, technically. The music. They'll just sacrifice them all. Dude, I know she's tough, but I know she's tough. I know that. Oh, the camera angles. Yeah, no. Yeah. Jeez. I don't think I'm even gonna be able to win. Look how much damage it did to fucking Edward. I was like, maybe I have like a 5% chance of winning, but no. She's doing 1,000 damage to Koudelka and James, who have fucking like 80 mind or piety. Yeah, I'm gonna need Sankoth. She's poisoned. Huh? Weird. I know Earth is her weakness, right? Let's try Megalith. Let's try... yeah, let's try Flare. Looks like we're getting the best ending regardless. Oh yeah. 3k damage. I think she has around 30k HP. Let's see how much Flare does. I know his intelligence isn't as high, but... yeah. Earth is her weakness for sure. I think Gargoyles have the most HP. They have 40k. I mean, yeah, we're all in our early 40s. I think Koudelka is close to her mid 40s. In terms of level. Damn, the poison's kind of doing work. Dude, she can move twice in one turn. James? Yo. That attack reminds me of the... what's that one game? I forgot. The music goes hard. Hey, I'm putting up a fight regardless. Like, it doesn't even matter that I moved James and Koudelka up because her miasma does insane damage. theoretically speaking, I could probably beat her at this level if I had a couple more fire scrolls. Or like an earth scrolls. Yeah, Edward's gonna have to do most of the work, not gonna lie. He's gonna have to tank. But the problem is Edward can't tank if she does the miasma attack. So you're gonna need a relatively high piety, I think, as well. It's Koudelka and James only have 1k health, and she does 1k health. So basically, I'm gonna get two-shotted. If the miasma, yeah, see, that's a one-shot. Need more levels into my piety, and I need okay, here's the ending. Here's the best ending, technically.
Dear God, is this my fault? Do you blame me? Are you punishing me now because the path of my faith was tainted? I accept my fate. If it is your wish, then I accept my fate. He who has an ear, let him hear. If anyone is to go into captivity he will go. If anyone is to be killed with the sword he will be killed. I am what I am. I am content with my lot. I have always loved Chewy Lane.
Let's go home, James. Let's go home. I have such fond memories of those days.
No! Flames are coming this way!
Don't be silly. There must be something we can do. We'll be fine. Trust me.
In these crazy times, young people push themselves too much.
The sun came out. I prefer it a little hazier, though. Goodbye. We'll probably never see each other again.
Hey, your nickname. Salato? What does it mean? I haven't even asked you yet. Will you tell me?
It means treasure.
Oh, that's rich. I'll remember that. Treasure.
Is it okay, child, for you not to follow him?
Yeah, it's okay. I have a feeling that someday, somewhere, we'll meet again.
That is the ending of the game. That is the best ending, technically. James sacrifices himself and meets Elaine in heaven. Koudelka and Edward have sex. And then Edward leaves, with Koudelka saying that they will meet again. And in Shadow Hearts, you see her in Shadow Hearts at the end of the game. And she has a kid, presumably with Edward. Pretty damn good game. Pretty damn good video game. Don't really have any gripes about it, to be honest. The lack of the shinies on important items is like crazy. The game visually is beautiful. when you compare Kingsfield to Kingsfield, the very first 3D polygonal game on launch day, compared to Resident Evil 1, and then you go from that game to this game 3 years later, this game just takes the cake for probably the most beautiful FMVs and cutscenes and graphics. The in-game graphics look bad because it's emulated, but that's because I'm not upscaling it, and you have to remember that these graphics, they made these graphics in mind with CRTs. So the CRT TVs would naturally hide most of these blemishes, and it would actually look better on a CRT than on a modern HD computer, right? And you can like emulate CRT filters and stuff like that, right? But it still looks gorgeous. I don't care. Yeah, no. Yeah, you saw my laptop lagging, dude. The FMVs are so good. And keep in mind, this game came out, I think this game came out after Final Fantasy VII. And Final Fantasy VII in-game graphics are, let's be real, pretty bad. The FMVs and the cutscenes in FF7 are great. And it is a much longer game. But this game's FMVs might be better than FF7's on the PS1. I'm not going to cap on that. That might be true. We might have to re-look at some FF7 gameplay. The battle system, while being fairly simplistic, does have some depth in it, but it's not that deep. The leveling system, where the more you use items, the more you level up to a level of 3, is pretty neat. You know, that's like Daggerfall in Arena mechanics. The guns fell off pretty hard. The guns were useful in the early game, and basically only for Koudelka and James, right? But by the time you get Edward, you're not using weapons, you're using fists, right? And the weapons you do use, they break pretty fast, and you're gonna have to experiment a lot with weapons against each enemy to see which elements are weak against what enemy and which elements are strong. So it kind of railroads you into being a fist-only character, but the game just throws weapons at you 24/7. So yeah, battle system's alright. One good thing about the battle system that showed that it had a lot of depth would have been when you're fighting the robber thief and he has a gun and he hides behind objects and you're supposed to target the objects. Just a little thing like that adds a lot of strategy and depth to the game, because he not only isn't programmed to only attack Edward or like the guy in front, he also attacks Koudelka and James. So if they added more boxes and more like elements of surprise with the battle system, it could very well be one of the more in-depth SRPGs, because this came out alongside Final Fantasy Tactics, I think. Fantastic game. It has a lot of shortcomings, but the shortcomings are not enough for it to dissuade anyone from playing the game. Anyone who likes SRPGs, despite it not really being much of a complicated SRPG, should play it. Like, even if you don't like SRPGs and you can't stand the battles, the story alone is worth it. The voice acting is amazing. The graphics are amazing. The music is amazing. The environmental design is pretty good. The game is good. The game is good. I don't like assigning ratings to video games, but I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. I would say a 9 out of 10, but there are some issues with the game. I'd give it an 8 out of 10, but that's only like I'm forcing a rating on it. I think the game's a masterpiece. Especially on the PS1. There's a lot of games on the PS1 that are masterpieces, and this game is probably one of the most underrated and one of the most standout games of the PS1 library. And yes, finally I finished the game. 6 streams in. I could have finished it faster if I knew what the fuck I was doing. And if I didn't miss items, but I very much like the game. Yeah, there are my thoughts on the game. I very much liked it. And it just sends you back to the title screen. I will go through, and I can't get the bad ending, unfortunately. Well, no, I can actually. If I go back to my earlier save states, I can. But I've already seen 2 of the endings on YouTube, the other 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grind off stream. I'm gonna grind off stream, I mean, and I'm gonna fight the gargoyles, right? I'm gonna grind enough to get good at the gargoyles and to beat. By the time I'm strong enough for the gargoyles, I'll be strong enough for Elaine, and then I'll probably stream. I'll probably stream my gargoyle attempt and my Elaine attempt. I can probably get the 3rd ending if I reload a save state back on disc 3. I don't know if that's worth it. Maybe it is. Fuck Palworld. You guys gaslighted me. Even though you guys were trolling. This game's good. I recommend playing it. Not for the impatient people. If you can't handle random encounters and you can't handle the slow-paced battle system, then it's like you're not gonna have a fun time. And if you don't like spamming interact on every wall or object. But I'm probably gonna play Diablo 2 Resurrected. I'm gonna refund Palworld and get Diablo 2 Resurrected, and we'll probably play that next. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. No promises. I have pleased the pretty gods. I'd love to stream some Disgaea, but it's gonna be just very boring. It's gonna just be me grinding and skipping through the story. Because I have Disgaea 5 on Steam, and I still need to beat the post game on that. So I can just skip the story and just go grind mode instantly. So let's look at the save states. So I can go back. I can go back on this save state right here, I think, and grab the sandcloth and grind, right? Where's my disc 3? Where's my save state for disc 3? Okay, I think this one was, yeah, so this save state I didn't grab the pendant yet. So I can go back on this save state and just bum rush the game in probably 30 minutes to an hour and show the bad ending where you just get insta killed. So maybe I'll do that, but that's like not on my priority right now. I'll probably refund I'm gonna refund Palworld and get Diablo 2 Resurrected, and I'll probably pick Necromancer. Oh yeah, also Marquise, I'm on chapter 200 of Jiu-Jitsu. Bro, not gonna lie, I'm not fucking with Jiu-Jitsu. I am not fucking with Jiu-Jitsu, not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck is happening, dog. Shit goes crazy in the Jiu-Jitsu Kaisen universe. Yeah, thank you. The fight scenes are cool. The paneling is nice. The paneling is very nice. It's got a lot of like fourth wall breaks with the paneling. Nah, I don't give a fuck about Palworld. I don't give a fuck. I've already, dude, if it can't run with upscaling at 360p, it's not gonna run. I'm just gonna wait for it to get out of early access and hope it fixes itself. I like the paneling. The paneling is cool. Too much dialogue. Too much dialogue. Holy crap, how much dialogue is there, dog? Character designs. Very Chainsaw Man-like character designs. I wonder... Jujutsu Kaisen came out before Chainsaw Man, right? So technically Chainsaw Man took Jujutsu Kaisen, right? They're both very sketchy. They're both very fast-paced. I'm way past the Shibuya arc. I'm on the Megumi just took over, or Sukuna just took over Megumi's body. I'm at that part. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Close your ears. I like the art style doesn't really impress me, not gonna lie. I feel like it's very, like, I like the sketchy styles, but and it contributes itself to the fighting very well. It's just not my favorite art style. Like, I prefer it's I don't know how to put it into words. I will say I do not like the talking. There's way too much talking. I don't really understand the power levels. I kind of do, but I kind of don't at the same time. The paneling is very nice, I will admit. It's not like Dragon Ball Super with Toyotaro where his paneling is all squished. It's very, I wish it was more open, and I wish it was like a little more breathable. Like Toriyama still has the best paneling on the planet. Toriyama is #1 undisputed when it comes to paneling and those wide open breathable shots with minimal dialogue and his action scenes. There's just so, like, maybe the power scaling isn't complicated, but the powers themselves. Okay, I will concede. The power scaling isn't complicated, but the powers are. Yeah, okay. That is, you bring up a good point. You are either special grade or you're trash. And even then, there's a big difference between being special grade and then like Sukuna's special grade technically, right? And so is all of the other cursed users, right? And they get, Sukuna is just on a different level. Like, there's so much difference. Even there's so much tiers even within special grade itself. You know, it's like Super Saiyan grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, right? The powers themselves are complicated, and the author trying to explain it in the universe is crazy complicated. It's so in depth. I like, my eyes just glaze over. Like what is one example? Some power, like, it makes sense that some powers are so fucking convoluted and some powers aren't. Like Toto's power is simple, Yuji's is simple, Kugasaki's is simple, but then you get to like Mahito, he has so many layers upon layers upon layers upon layers on his domain, and like he just gets more of them as the story, like in the Shibuya arc, him trying to explain his domain powers and him evolving throughout the fight. I was baffled. And then it's just fight after fight after fight after fight after fight, dude. The Shibuya arc was 50 parts. Shit was longer than the anime version of Goku and Frieza, and there's no downtime. There is no downtime. Yuji claps the fucking mantis, and then he goes up there and he claps some other cursed user, and then Gojo is fighting Sukuna, and then, or not Sukuna, Gojo is fighting is it Jogo? Jogo, that's his name, not Gojo. Jogo is fighting, like, he is clapped by Sukuna, and then like Yuji is fighting, like, then Nanami comes in and he gets clapped by Mahito, and I'm like, bro, what is happening? The pace goes crazy. Like, yeah, I'm gonna finish it. Like, it is a well-designed shonen. I will say that it's not bullshit shonen. I think, maybe I'm wrong. I'd have to look on the internet because the opinion has, right? I don't know what the opinions are on the internet. Well drawn, well orchestrated battles, I will say. But the effects for the punches and the destruction, very like complicated. I think it's very busy, you know. I don't like that. Like, when I think of clean paneling, like I say, Toriyama is the GOAT. But that's mainly why I don't like shonens in general, is because I'm not really a big fan of fighting in manga form. the only reason I like Dragon Ball, the manga, is because it's the Toriyama's portrayal of action scenes and his paneling carries it. A fight can be relatively simple in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. Well, not Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, but it'll still be very complex. Well, not very complex, kind of complex, even if it's a simple fight, like Nappa versus Goku or Vegeta versus Goku. Like, high stakes, high reward, but it's very, yeah, no, dude, I feel the same way. Like, have you read My Hero? My Hero is the exact same way. Horikoshi had such a nice art style at the beginning of My Hero, like 8 years ago. And then you look at his art style now because of deadlines and him being burnt out, and it's not even recognizable anymore. And same, like, and people are saying that like Jujutsu Kaisen's art style changed from the beginning, which is obvious, right? He started in 2018. It's been 6 years, but I don't know. I think the art styles remained relatively the same in spite of the weekly deadlines and him not having as many assistants as compared to when the series started, right? And I feel the same way. That's why I don't like shonen at all, or like any type of battle manga. Is I just can't, like, most authors fail to convey that sense of flow and paneling that makes fight scenes so easy to read, right? Like, a lot of battle mangas, they just spam debris everywhere, and they spam words, and they spam fists and stuff like that. And yes, it's orchestrated well, but I don't think it looks good. Yeah, like I said, seinen manga, mature slice of life, like is probably the best for me. Like, I will finish up Jujutsu probably tonight. And I will probably read through until the series is ended. Same with My Hero. Like, I hate My Hero, but I went through the trouble of reading 300 chapters, so I might as well just wait another year for it to finish. And apparently Jujutsu Kaisen is going to end this year too. So I might as well just wait. I might as well just put it in the backlog, finish up chapter 249, and then wait a couple weeks, catch up on some chapters, and then just keep doing it, right? Because I'm basically out of manga to read. I've read every single, like, seinen romance slice of life manga there is. I gotta dig deep into the fucking anime and manga forums, like the forbidden websites that barely anyone go to that track mangas, to fucking find any good ones. And I did find a couple. But yeah, my manga reading has slowed down exponentially since I just read all the ones that are decent and good, and I'm just left with trash that are like fan service. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm fine. It took Toyotaro a year to finish up DBS Superhero, and I think the manga is better than the movie in some aspects. But ultimately, if you've already watched the movie, there's no point to reading the manga. And for some reason, they cover DBS. They cover DBS Superhero, but they don't cover Broly. Broly just gets a mention. I am glad they finally moved past Superhero, but the manga is really good up until the Moro arc. Moro and Granola arc are probably the two worst arcs in all of modern Dragon Ball. Moro arc started off so good, and then he just became like just a Cell ripoff at the end. Like, Moro was good until the entire, like, maybe like end, right? Is it? Yeah, maybe. Moro. Is it? He just turns into Cell. Toyotaro had so many opportunities to do something with Moro, and they got rid of all his magic powers and just gave him a Cell power up. And then we actually got Cell in Superhero. Granola arc is a mess. The Bardock bullshit is crazy. Him wishing on the star and it may be unique, but unique doesn't mean good. Even the retreadings of the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament and the Tournament of Power I think were better than him branching out on the Moro. I've heard of Kaiju and Banana Fish. I'll give them a try. The whole Bardock bullshit in the Granola arc and him wishing to be strong is so, like, it makes sense and I expected it. Ultra Ego is probably the worst thing to ever happen to Vegeta. When it comes to a character transformation. No character like Super Saiyan 2 got off better. Super Saiyan 2 and 3 got off better than Ultra Ego, which is crazy. And in terms of representation and staying power, Ultra Ego got bodied instantly, and is such a lackluster transformation. And even the scene in which he does it is so lackluster. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people, like, I'm not gonna say that as like a fact, or like Black Frieza. I don't really know about Black Frieza. We haven't seen enough. And I'm caught up with DBS as well. We haven't seen enough of Black Frieza to know my opinion yet, because we're not in the arc. We're not in any arc right now. Yeah, but it's just a series of bad decisions, I think. Moro became Cell, and then Goku turned into Godzilla. He turned into some Naruto fanfic bullshit. That's an L. The Bardock thing, with him wishing on the star, and Granola getting strong through the wish of the Dragon Balls, and the heater. Like, the heater, I don't know what the fuck is it, Gas? He's just a knockoff Zamasu. He's just a knockoff merged Zamasu. The whole arc was trash. Ultra Ego got dicked on. And then Goku saying that mastered Ultra Instinct, he doesn't need it, and then he goes back down to normal Ultra Instinct because it's like calmer or something? I don't even remember. The whole arc sucks. Moro arc was good until the end. I was feeling the Moro arc. The magic powers, them actually using Super Saiyan God, Vegeta's redemption. It actually felt like a continuation of the Majin Buu saga. Like, it really did. And then the ending happened, and Gohan got clapped, and Piccolo got clapped. I was really excited to see Yamcha back, and he got his time. Like, my favorite part of the entire arc is that Yamcha showed up. That's basically my favorite part. And he looks fire in the manga. Toyotaro drawing Yamcha is sick. Granola arc is just a disaster. Black Frieza is just like a jump scare. I think it's like a shock value thing. Hopefully they pass on the baton to Gohan. I don't think so. That's what I want. I wanted Gohan to take over in Dragon Ball Z, but then Toriyama said no. Or the fans said no, and then Toriyama was like, whatever. He just, and then whatever the fuck the Majin Buu arc saga was, bro was not cooking with that. I'm sorry to say, he was not cooking with the Majin Buu saga. I think DBZ manga is a masterpiece. I'm pretty sure I think the anime is better than the manga when it comes to the Majin Buu saga. But it goes by so fast. The Majin Buu, like, that's the only thing I've noticed when reading the Dragon Ball manga, is that the Dragon Ball Z manga goes insanely fast. And the Majin Buu saga just flies. It just goes. A lot of scenes that we like about Dragon Ball only happened in the anime. And Toriyama literally just threw shit at the wall after dicking down Gohan. Majin Buu saga kind of sucks. Cell arc, I personally think the Saiyan saga is the best. I personally think the Raditz saga, like, people say Raditz saga and Saiyan saga are different. I like to group them together, but when I say Saiyan saga, I mean Raditz and Vegeta and Nappa, that whole arc. I think that Cell arc, it's a contender. It's a tough matchup. It's a toss up between Saiyan saga and Cell. A lot of people like to say different, but you know, that's how it is, right? I think Saiyan Saga includes Raditz, Vegeta, and Nappa, and that whole even Gohan's training arc with Piccolo, but a lot of people say different. I'm sure they do. I include all three. I like our OG Dragon Ball. I think OG Dragon Ball is the best out of the entire series. But that's mainly because I think it leans into Toriyama's strength more. Because Toriyama was working on Dr. Slump and I think it was... Yeah, I think it leans into Toriyama's strength more. He's not focused on muscly, oiled up men fighting each other, and he doesn't... And he doesn't have to worry about like sales and stuff like that, right? Because it resembles, like, I didn't really like his Dr. Slump manga that much, but that's because I don't know, I might have to give it a reread. I haven't read it in its entirety, but OG Dragon Ball is so like Toriyama now. It's like so within his identity of him as an artist. He even says in interviews and stuff like that that like he doesn't like drawing the Dragon Ball characters all muscled up and shit like that. Despite him being a master of fight choreography and paneling and flow, he doesn't really like working on Dragon Ball, because he probably would have liked it more if he wasn't forced to pump out Cell Saga and Majin Buu Saga, right? If he just ended it at the Cell Saga, or like he was able to keep his designs without the editors interfering with his manga, I think he'd be a lot happier with the series. But now, like, he's kind of stuck. He's like 80 years old. He's dying. He's getting older. He's got to train Toyotaro up to be the new head. And so now he's just pumping out movie after movie after movie and putting his name on everything. So it's like, he's like, fucked if you do and fucked if you don't, right? He should have retired. He should have retired a long time ago, dog. Should have retired during the Frieza saga, or after the Frieza saga, to me at least. Right? Cell Saga is a banger, but he was definitely getting just destroyed by the editors and by fan expectations left and right during the Cell and Majin Buu saga. The editor interference did help, right? Toriyama had a lot of bad ideas by his own admission, and him not like writing out the story is so whack. But I feel like Cell Saga is more of an accident than an actual intentional creation. A lot of editor interference, a lot of time travel bullshittery that doesn't make sense. Like, what's crazy is the Dragon Ball is at its best when Goku is not there. That's the crazy part. The Cell Saga is only a banger because Goku's dead, or like he's fucking dying, and that Toriyama is actually forced to develop some of his other characters. Maybe that's why the Majin Buu saga isn't that great, because it's just a Goku show for the most part. Same with the Saiyan saga and Frieza saga. I like the Frieza saga so much because there's no Goku in it. Like, I like Goku, but yeah, I know that's because he's overpowered, right? He's the main character. But that's the point, right? Toriyama knew that Goku was too strong and that he wrote him to be too strong, so he just wrote him out for the Saiyan saga and the Frieza saga and the Cell saga. So he didn't really care by the time Majin Buu came around. Even though he was written off in the Majin Buu saga by dying, right? And like he's not there for like Gohan versus Super Buu or whatever, but then he just shows up anyways. So it's like whatever. I mean, as a whole, once Dragon Ball Z happened, I think like it's flawed from the start. When it from the second half of Dragon Ball all the way up to Dragon Ball Z and all the way up to Dragon Ball Super, I think it's just flawed from the start. I don't know why people, when I think Android Saga, I think of all of it. I don't separate it by 17 to 18 Saga. like Android Saga and then Cell Saga. I just put them all in there. But it's like you need to clarify what you're talking about when you say Android Saga most of the time. So most people just say Cell Saga or Android Saga because you don't want to clarify every single time which part you're talking about unless you do it through context. Because you can group Raditz and Vegeta and Nappa together, right? Because it's no one really cares about Raditz. Most people only know the Saiyan Saga because of Vegeta and Nappa, but you can't really do that with the androids. The androids have too much leeway in the story and affects the story too much to be able to call them just the Android Saga if no one's listening or paying attention without context. Yeah, but I'm gonna finish up Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm gonna refund Palworld and get Diablo 2, and we're gonna have fun. I am gonna draw, though. Replace Cell Saga with Android Saga. Yeah, I did draw a little bit before the stream, but I'm gonna study more gesture drawing. I gotta put in a couple, like 2 or 3 more hours. See what's cooking for the next 2 months. Gonna be busy 2 months. I will probably stream tomorrow. If like Hassan doesn't come over. If Hassan doesn't come over, then yeah, I'm gonna stream. If he does come over, then I'm not gonna stream. We'll see. Probably take a break. Koudelka was a good game, but yeah. Diablo 2 is gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit for sure. It's gonna be a lot of, it's gonna be more litter than Koudelka. Like I like Koudelka, but it's gonna be a lot more watchable and it's gonna be more like entertaining, right? Interacting with the chat and playing the game, right? All right, see you later, guys.